My name's Allison Carter. I am a dual business owner. I own a company called Ultimate Product Party with my partner Kat, and it is a community and experiential-based in-person experience called Ultimate Product Party. It is for product-based businesses. And on the personal side, I own a company called Allison Carter Celebrates, where it is all personal branding, visibility for creative entrepreneurs, and just really standing out in so many saturated markets and what you want to say and how you want to say it and how you want to show up.
Awesome, love it. All right, you ready for the resilience round? Okay,
Yep.
Best business book.
Okay, I thought about this when I got this question, and to be honest, I think about my business all day long, constantly. The second I switched from business books to romance books on Kindle Unlimited, everything got better in my life, and I just needed space from so many people telling me what to do in my business, and I found that it was taking away from what I was instinctually wanting to do, and I just needed to kind of clear the noise a little bit. So I'm not on the business book train.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I like it. I love the honesty. Best retail technology, like an app or software.
Okay. I honestly think that for retailers specifically are really underutilizing social media and the presence in the platform that they are building and how they really can showcase their story, their style, their aesthetic, their connection with their customers, the experience that they're inviting for their customers. So I think looking at social media for more of a brand building platform and a social connection content platform versus showcasing new product or kind of almost hiding behind the store, really using it to bring it to life. I think that's really underutilized, and it's an app that everybody knows and it's free. And you just kind of maybe need to approach it with a different strategy.
Yeah. So smart. How do you keep up with the ever-changing retail landscape?
I think business owners are scientists, and everything is an experiment. And so you have to constantly be trying things, and you have to be willing to try things. And one of my mottos, especially in the visibility and PR side that I do in my own personal business, speed wins. And when you see a trend or when you see something going on or someone's talking about something like the Olympics, for example, how are you hopping on that trend? How are you making it your own? How are you making it unique to your customers, and really just trying to be that above the rest, that cut above and that rising to the top. And that's just having a finger on the pulse. That's being a consumer yourself. That's being like a trend spotter. You have to kind of be in the world of what's going on around you and not be using, I don't like social media, or TikTok's not for me, or I'm not good with pop culture. It's not an excuse anymore. You honestly just can't afford to not have your finger on the pulse in that way.
So true. To help retailers be stronger, more rooted in success, what's a social media foundational best practice?
Showing your face. Sorry. Coming out of your storefront, coming out of your line, coming out of what you sell, the products that you think should be the star of the show, but honestly 2024, 2025, this is going to be the year of the personal brand, and that means the year of you as the founder, your origin story, why you created your retail presence, why you created the line that you've created, why are you here at New York now, all of that matters. And while consumers are getting just so much more savvy in the market, we are a lot more hesitant when it comes to buying these days, and really putting our investments into businesses that we trust and that we feel like we know, that are relatable to us, that are relevant to our life, but also have that established credibility. And honestly, showing a show like New York Now gives you a lot of great credibility for your business and shows your customer, hey, I want to expand my reach, I want to expand my visibility, I want to get my products in more stores so I can continue to serve you with the epic things that I create and the problems they solve and the joy that they bring and all the things that all of these incredible businesses are doing here.
Yeah, so true. If you had to start your business all over again, what's one thing you'd do differently?
I would listen to my gut a lot more than I would seeing what other people are doing. I started my business in the land of blush gold websites. Nothing to do with you. But the very neutral aesthetic online coaching was kind of the norm, and I started my company as a party business actually, and then transitioned into visibility as I started to get a lot more media attention and then personal brand. And the thing that I really did from the start is I always showcased who I was, and I always brought them into the process and the behind the scenes. And for retailers especially, do that unboxing from all the amazing product that's going to show up from this show. Talk about when you're at a booth, introduce the maker of the line that you're thinking about bringing into your shop. Like, invite your audience into the process. And I just wish that I found that as a strength and a success marker, instead of being like, does that make me come across as like I don't know what I'm doing, or like I need their opinion instead of like me knowing what to do. Like, I just think that customers nowadays just really like being involved. We are used to this a little bit of voyeuristic like practices that social gives us. And I think I would just lean into that more from the jump and really create that connection as number one.
Finally, what do you think the future of independent retail looks like?
I would like to say that it's like going, it looks really, really great. And I think that it does have the potential to be amazing. But I do think the things that worked for you 5 years ago, 2 years ago, are not going to continue working for you. And you have to figure out how you are going to stand out, and the connections that you are going to build, the relationships that you are going to make with other businesses. Like, don't just be walking around here with your badge and your team. Like, ask somebody out for that drink. Like, go get coffee with someone. Like, use this as a connection point, as in addition to finding that new line or being picked up in that new store, and really establishing those relationships, because so much power is in that community. And is one of the reasons that Kat and I started Ultimate Product Party, is just product-based businesses especially, we're just kind of in their own little isolated world, and hiding behind their computer screen, and just that lack of connection of people that really understand your life is so important. Like, building a business in general is lonely, and some in-person experience like this is so incredible for meeting those people, having those relationships, talking to that buyer about like, oh my gosh, shipping, net 60, net, what is that? Like, just having that like vent sesh with someone who gets it. It's just so nice and so refreshing and so needed, honestly.
Yeah, it really is. How can people connect with you and learn more?
Allison Carter Celebrates online on Instagram. You can search that anywhere. Allison with 2 L's. And Ultimate Product Party as well.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.